Welcome to Panels and Borders. I'm Dominic. So I saw this story on HN Entertainment, and I guess they're going to reboot CliffHanger with a female lead. So here's the story. Female-fronted CliffHanger reboot in the works from the Bad Batch director Anna Lily Amirpour. It has been 26 years since audience retreated with the 90's action flick CliffHanger starring Sylvester Stallone. Now, thanks to a new report, the mountain climbing film will get a reboot. According to Deadline, the Bad Batch director Anna Lily Amirpour is set to helm the film that will feature a female lead in the Stallone role, with casting underway. The trade also reports that Aquaman himself, Jason Momoa, will reteam with the Bad Batch director in a key cameo. Sasha Penn, Creed 2, wrote the script. Amirpour released a statement regarding her excitement on the project. "We are setting out to create a thrill ride on the mountain, which taps into the primal side of an action movie, where you see what a person is capable of doing to survive in the most extreme situations, pushed to the limits. Add to that some high-stakes espionage and a badass female mountain climber as the lead, and it becomes a truly epic reinvention of what made the original CliffHanger movie so fun and so thrilling." So this is like the trend now to just reboot everything and remake everything. So far, I haven't seen any instance where it's been successful. Like, they tried to reboot RoboCop as a PG-13 movie. It was garbage. No one saw it. Total Recall, they tried to reboot it with Colin Farrell, and it was garbage. It was a total flop. And then let's not forget Ghostbusters 2016, where they tried to reboot it with an all-female cast. What a mess that movie was, and the stink that was made over it. At least Total Recall and RoboCop just went quietly away. Ghostbusters 2016, there's the big, huge media stink about that. And then Ocean's 8 kind of made the same stink, but to a much lesser degree. Same thing, it flopped. So that's like the trend, reboot stuff. And now it's like a trend to reboot stuff with like a female, with a gender-swapped lead. And then they think they're going to capture what made this movie. They're looking to capture what made the original CliffHanger movie so great. The fact that they're even remaking it, and just what I've read in this article, they completely missed the whole reason why that movie was, what the part of that movie what was so great, and the elements that made that so great. Is, see, movies are different now. And things have changed in the way people view movies and the way people look at entertainers. What made the original so great was Sylvester Stallone. And that's why this one's not going to be any good, because you don't have Sylvester Stallone. When I was growing up, you didn't go see CliffHanger. You weren't going to see CliffHanger, the movie. You were going to see the next Sylvester Stallone movie. Same thing with Arnold Schwarzenegger. When Arnold Schwarzenegger had a new movie coming out, everyone would say, "Did you see that new Schwarzenegger film? We're going to go see the new Arnold Schwarzenegger movie." Because you're going to see it because Arnold Schwarzenegger is the selling point of the movie. Same thing with Sylvester Stallone. Now it doesn't work that way. You go see a Marvel movie, you're not going to see Chris Evans, Chris Pratt, Robert Downey Jr. Yes, they bring a lot to those roles, but you're going to see Iron Man, Captain. Like, the characters are the selling point more than the actors themselves. Where in these old action movies, you went to see, Sylvester Stallone. So right off the bat, they don't know what they're talking about, because when she says, "Oh, we can recapture what was so special about the original CliffHanger," well, what was so special about the original CliffHanger was Sylvester Stallone. It was a really good Sylvester Stallone film. You take Sylvester Stallone out of the Sylvester Stallone film, you got nothing. And on top of that, I think this type of movie is dead in theaters. Like action movies, like from the 80s and 90s, I just don't think they can sell anymore. Everyone likes to talk about superhero fatigue, but right now superhero movies are the only things that are raking in the money. For Hollywood, nothing else is. Because, then you have, you can see stories like this. Curtains comes down on AMC Entertainment following wider than expected loss. This is, a recent article. And you got this one here from The Verge from last year. Domestic movie theater attendance hit a 25-year low in 2016. And you can come up with example after example of things they tried to reboot and it just failed. Another good example of a reboot that came out really fast and went away really quick was the reboot of Point Break. That was another really good 90s movie that had Keanu Reeves and Patrick Swayze in it, and they tried to reboot that and completely bombed. So they're better off probably trying to do something original, I would think, than trying to rehash CliffHanger. So I don't know. But if I were a betting man, I would not bet on this thing being a big hit. I would bet on it being a flop. So that's everything I got to say in this video. Let me know what you think in the comments section, and I will see you at the next one. Thank you to all of my subscribers, and thank you for watching this video. And if you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, and share. And don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification when new videos are uploaded.